What is up, nerds, gamers, amateur movie critics? I'm all those things. That is why you are here watching Burk the Nerd. And today we got the Alpha Squad back and some surprises coming as a part of that. So it's going to be an exciting episode. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to have a lot of fun. First, I'd like to say hi to everybody here. We got some people in the chat. Tim, what is up? Lord Vito, a long time no see, I feel like. I don't know if it's been a while. Jason, no worries. Get here when you can. But we got some very exciting stuff. Let me just go through some other stuff before we get there. I also want to catch you up on what happened with the last episode. So obviously, if you didn't watch the Beta Boys last night, you can go check that out. Hey, thanks Vito for the 100 bits, man. I really appreciate you. Darth Momo is here to bless the chat. I appreciate you. Oh, I love that emote. You're almost a stream boss. You were close. You almost did the death blow to Tyler the Kid. And so, some context. A lot of stuff's been going on. We're obviously in season 2. This is episode 4, which is we've done total 17 episodes of the Burkastic 4. That is crazy to me. Oh, Callisto took it. Thank you, Callisto. I didn't even realize you were here yet. Welcome and thanks for being here. And thank you for the 100 bits. Seriously, Lord Vito with another 100 bits. Just a second too late to be the stream boss. That is hilarious. Thank you guys so much. And Russell, I see you in the chat. Um, and so for those of you that have not been here so far, this is my version of this is a Marvel RPG series. So it kind of plays like a D&D thing, except all the rolling happens behind the scenes. We don't really talk about it as much as it's kind of going on behind the scenes. Something you don't really notice, hopefully, too much if we're doing it right. And this is just an RPG series that follows the Marvel Universe as I've created it. It's kind of a mesh of the Marvel comic, different versions of the Marvel Comics universe, some MCU tie-ins maybe, but it's really its own universe. So it's kind of my own version of the Marvel Comics universe. We have a lot of fun with it. We have 2 different squads: the Alpha Squad, which is 4 people that go every other week, and then the weeks that they're off, the Beta Boys are on. Both bring their own different talents to the mix, and it's a lot of fun for both groups. You can follow them both. Stormy, thank you for the tier 1 sub, man. Seriously, and that's 6 months in a row. Holy crap! Think about how long 6 months is. You know, we've had a lot of crazy stuff happen in the last 6 months, and holy crap, we're in a hype train, which I think has only happened a few times. Thank you so much for that, Stormy, and all of you guys. This is crazy to see we're in I haven't seen a hype train in. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. Seriously. Holy crap. Anyway, let me catch you up with where we're at. So what has happened in the last few weeks of the Alpha Squad? We know that the season 1 ended with the Alpha Squad confronting Count Nefaria, the leader of this crime syndicate known as the Magia, that they have been dealing with for a long time. They had been pretty much headhunting all of the different mafia family heads, and they'd just been whether intentional or not, have been basically killing all of the Magia family leaders, and the result of which, Jason, Jason with a gifted tier 1 sub. Man, you don't need to give me a sub. You need to be here. Where are you? I'm just kidding. I'm trolling. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Obi-Wan Homie. I still love that name, by the way. Seriously, thank you so much. Where we left off is the Alpha Squad, dealt with that. They foiled Count Nefaria's scheme, and thanks to the help of some higher profile superheroes, were able to defeat Count Nefaria and basically wiped out the Magia as we know it. This whole crime family was left completely kind of destroyed after the events of the Alpha Squad season 1. And what's happened since then? We've had this underlying plot of Jason's character, Polyhedral Paradis' character, which, by the way, you should check him out on YouTube if you haven't already. There is has been this character who goes by the name of Walrus. He's just a dude. He's in a walrus costume, and he's always been after Panda Man, Jason's character, and we couldn't figure out why. And it seems like where we've left off is Panda Man has assorted multiple other animal-like characters who are now starting to team up to go against Panda Man. and their gang. So we don't really know exactly what's happening and why they're confronting the Alpha Squad the way they are, but they have some connection to Panda Man's past. So we're learning a little bit more about that as we go, and it's been a fun ride. Callisto said, hey, Vito. Oh, wait. Stormbreaker said, and for you guys that want to know, Bonfire is currently on a mission that may or may not be world-threatening. Oh, yeah. Best believe Bonfire is out doing some cool stuff, and we will see him again. I can guarantee you that. Hey, Vito, I was listening to this song the other day, and it made me think of you. I'll have to remember to share it. Oh, yeah. Let me know. I want to see it. And thank you guys for making it 81% of a hype train. That is crazy. We're 81% through a level 1 hype train. All right. Anyway, we're going to go right into the episode in a second. I just want to have a couple other announcements. If you haven't been doing the battle bracket round voting, we finally got back into it. I know I said we were going to start and do it through January. I was late. I'm sorry, but we're finally doing it. The iconic video game characters battle bracket round 1 is out for votes. It's on Discord and on Twitter. The links are there. You can vote for the first 8 matchups. They're 2 different links, so make sure you go find them both in the battle brackets text channel of the Discord, which if you haven't joined the Discord, I think most of you have, but it's ! Discord in the chat. Definitely recommend you join. And go and vote on those. You can vote on matchups like Mario versus Kirby and what would win if they had all of the equipment, all the powers they've ever had across their games. Or Link versus, eventually maybe versus like Master Chief or Kratos or Sora or Dante or, Solid Snake or Miss Pac-Man. There's a very crazy matchup. And Samus, there's a great setup of fights. It's a double elimination. So there's a loser's bracket too. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know a lot of you submitted predictions for it. But now is the time to vote on who you think would win the fights. We're going to be going through tomorrow on the stream. I'm going to have a live guest with me for the first time in probably like 8 months. I'm going to have an actual live guest on the stream with me. So that's going to be fun. And it's someone you know. So make sure you come out. It's a special guest that's he's grown his own little cult fandom, I think, within the Burk the Nerd community. I'm sorry. So definitely make sure you come out for that tomorrow. We're going to be going through the round 1 results and giving our opinions on those. That'll be a lot of fun. Hope to see you guys there for that. And there's a bunch of other stuff to go through, but we'll get through that later. For now, I'm going to bring on, by the way, let me know if you guys like the new appearance. Obi-Wan Dahomey is now the stream boss because of the gifted sub from Jason. Congratulations, Obi-Wan Dahomey. That's awesome. You are now the stream boss. The power you wield is hope you're prepared. It's a pretty stream boss is a powerful title. So props to you for that. All right. Sorry, I'm sure I keep giving. Right now we just have our boy. Oh, he's not. We don't even just have our boy. Oh, here we go. We just have our boy Landon for now. We are waiting for Jason, and then we have a surprise third person that we'll be seeing soon. So we're gonna get that going in a second. But first, let's just see how you are doing. Right now, you have 3 health bars because I am bad at planning and I didn't set it up otherwise. How are you doing, Landon? What's up, man?
Doing good, man. Excited for this episode of the Alpha Squad, and there's some announcements to be made, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Excited for those and how they're revealed.
Yeah, so I do have some unfortunate news, and one of the unfortunate news is we will have, I think, Captain Pennsylvania's character Epic. He will be. He has not been seen back at the Panda Palace for quite some time. Tim the Second is here. Oh my gosh, Tim the Second is here. Tim the best. Well, the other Tim is also the best. Tim the also best. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it. You made it. Let's do it. Yeah, he's out here looking like Peter Parker. Well, he looks like Spider-Man on more than one occasion as well, if you've been watching along. No, I'm Tim the Ite. Well, yeah, unfortunately, Captain Pennsylvania is going to, Epic's character has not been back at the Panda Palace for quite some time. No one really knows where he went or why he has not been appearing. But it's been like a week or two that he's been gone. And you guys really just aren't sure why he hasn't been coming back. Also outside of the just from an also from an outside meta perspective, Captain Pennsylvania cannot be here as frequently as he originally could. So we will be having a fourth member rejoining, and then Cap will be joining when he can with his character Epic, as well as Bonfire is kind of a similar situation. So you will be seeing both of those characters again. They're going to be in different situations than consistent, but I will give you more information on that. I got some cool things in the work I think you guys will like. And we also have a Star Wars RPG thing coming, which, by the way, if I didn't already call it out, thank you to Landon, who was my fact checker for the New Year's Star Wars RPG thing, because I literally was like, does this canonically work? Am I breaking anything from like Rebels canon or something like that by writing this story? I'm like, and when I wrote that out, that was a lot of fun. But yeah,
Yeah,
what
it
are
was a
your
lot of fun.
thank you for that, by the way.
Really
And
enjoyed it.
I'll definitely
Really
be
enjoyed it.
employing your help in the future with that. I'm trying to. I might bounce a bunch of storyboarding stuff off of you for that. That'll be a lot of fun. And but anyway, let's. I just want to kind of hear what is from your character's perspective. Fill us in with like how your character Jack Moore has progressed to this point, and maybe give people that haven't been here context about your character and who he is and who he's kind of become throughout this process.
Okay, so Jack Moore is a civil engineer from New York, and he's based in that city. And he acquired his powers through a zip lining accident where it broke, and he was able to stretch and save those on the zip line, including himself. And let's see, over the last season, Jack has discovered and learned more about his abilities to stretch, some of the fun shapes and other things he can do, i.e., like Mr. Fantastic type, Elastigirl type vibes. He's formed some sort of alliance with these other three, soon to be one team members, and
They're just getting
and
eliminated.
gone on a rampage of sorts to clean up the streets of New York. You know, we've gone anywhere from the bar Panda Man works in as Derek to the docks to Count Nefaria's castle. So been all over the city and have not run into the Beta Boys yet. Unfortunately, that was one thing I was definitely looking forward to.
Oh, don't
As
worry.
we started this excursion, but you know they're on a whole nother continent at the moment.
I say don't
so
worry.
I'm just not even gonna go there.
I just said don't worry about whether or not you'll see the Beta Boys, as if the Beta Boys episode last night didn't leave on a terrible cliffhanger that doesn't indicate whether or not they're alive or dead. So I say don't worry when maybe you should worry about whether you'll see the Beta Boys, because they got put through the ringer yesterday.
I'll have to watch it, but so Jack has been confronted by Iron Man and told that he has to change his imitation of Spider-Man that he's been doing while he's been using his powers. So there's plenty more about Jack Moore that you don't know.
Yeah.
And hopefully it will be revealed throughout this season. And if you were wondering, Jack Moore is Moore. So
more Jack. We want more.
Yeah.
We want more Jack. Well, I think like it's so interesting because it's like your character, like Spider-Man clearly was like you heard down the grapevine, Spider-Man's just pissed that you're just using his likeness. Which maybe does raise some questions about, are there other Spider-Men that he's interacted with? Because most, there's other Spider-Man in the comics, but he clearly hasn't had many interactions with it. Jack is Jimmy Olsen's CIA double life. I missed that. Which, by the way, guys, I have another announcement before we get into it as well. We're still waiting on Jason. Jason should be here in a few minutes, I think. I don't really know. But which is okay. This is part of it. We are going to be changing the time. No worries, Jason. We are going to be changing the time of the streams from now on. So the Burkastic 4, along with the rest of our streams we normally do, will be moved to 6 p.m. So now it'll be 6 to 8 like the rest of my streams. So look consistently. We'll be streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. So just from now on, it makes more sense for everybody's schedule. And we don't have to worry about people who have jobs because, jobs exist and people need them to exist. And you can't. And so, like, Jason, don't feel about it at all, man. No worries. And really, you could join on audio too. I don't know if that's something you're capable of doing, but you're welcome to join on audio for now, in your car. And but yeah, it's just gonna be easier in general to move it to 6. So we're gonna start in the future going 6 to 8. I just want to leave Jack hanging. Yeah, you got to put the pressure on. Jack's got to be sweating. Work sucks. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, it's work. All right, so let's just we'll just dive into it while we're waiting on Jason. You are chilling at the Panda Palace. I want to know, like, right now, like, what does Jack think about the situation that's happening? You guys, like, have been kind of put on some interesting pressure about these characters that are, like, hunting you down, and now also your Panda Palace seems to be a pretty bad kept secret, as Daredevil, Iron Man, as well as one of the villains hunting you guys has found your Panda Palace, your hideout, which, by the way, for those who don't know, is under the Central Park Zoo Panda exhibit. It's a cave under the Panda exhibit.
So yeah, Jack is pondering the decision that was made in the last episode about not registering as heroes and choosing not to, and what that means for the future of the team and his own involvement and their ability to continue to perform these heroic-like actions. I am a bit concerned that some of the latest actions or things that have taken place will require us as a team to be moving headquarters or relocating, because we can't have our whereabouts known as easily as they have been.
Yeah, that's definitely a genuine concern. So you guys are hanging out, and or you're hanging out there, and what is your character
Playing PS2?
Playing PS2. Has your character decided to make any changes to his aesthetics? Like, how is he adapting to the way he looks to, or is he sticking with his guns and going against Spider-Man, despite his disputes?
So Jack is attempting to create his own costume.
Okay,
and it's going to take a little bit longer than he anticipates, unfortunately, but he plans to no longer imitate Spider-Man and have his own costume. So it's the goal for season 2.
Okay, cool. So I think I say we'll start with I think we're gonna start with you are alone at the Panda Palace. You're playing on the PS2, and you get bored, so you turn on the TV and you're just hanging out watching the news, and this breaking news story comes on. I don't know the tune. Breaking news. String of destruction and villainy rampant across downtown Manhattan this week, as crime sprees led by animal-themed villains spread across the city. While their crimes have been mostly linked to mindless destruction of property, staying below the radar of larger heroes, they have managed to evade law enforcement on multiple occasions. To this point, no one knows for sure where they're hiding out or why they have come to the city. This sudden rise of animal crime seems coincidentally linked to the sudden appearance of a vigilante team comprising of a Spider-Man imposter, someone with explosive powers, a man with a motorcycle helmet, and one being referred to as the Panda Man by many growing fans in the community. The powered individuals reportedly responsible for these heroic acts are reportedly responsible for the heroic acts at the Count's New Year's Gala, awakening heroes like Iron Man, which were able to save the day and prevent many casualties at that event. With these so-called vigilantes seeming to be heavily mentioned as the first responders to many of the crimes that these animal-themed villains have been committing. These vigilantes are also unclear of their intentions, and have been known to leave a path of destruction and collateral damage in their wake, despite attempting to fight the crimes of destruction of property and other things like that. Seems like the concrete jungle is getting a whole new meaning. I'm Chug Chug Pickles signing off. And now another show comes up. And we are back with the season finale of Dancing with the Avengers. You are not going to want to miss tonight as Jennifer and Hawkeye's stunning performance steals the show. Before the show starts, you turn it off as you hear somebody coming in the cave.
So I hear somebody coming in.
You hear somebody coming in.
So I'm kind of like pondering the implications of that last news flash or the news update. Wondering if we need to do something about these animal villains sooner as opposed to later. And I'll point my attention towards the entrance to the Panda Palace.
Our mystery guest can turn their camera on when you're ready, and we got our new person here for today. You have entered the Russell A.V. Wells. You have entered the Panda Palace, and you see a very alert. Jack Moore. Are you in costume or out of costume, Jack? I'm curious.
I'm out of costume.
Okay.
Just wearing these Clark Kent glasses.
Okay. You guys have walked and you are now within eyesight of each other.
And I'm in full costume.
So you're in full costume. Do you want to describe how you look walking into this cave? Oh, by the way, Tyler, thank you for the raid, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, go ahead.
You see someone in a all-black tactical bodysuit with a metallic helmet approaching you. It looks like it has a black visor going across it with possible, gas filtration on the side. You see he's heavily armed. He's got about 3 guns that you can notice. And he's just kind of staring at you, not saying a word.
I'm just curious now. Because I didn't think about this scenario before, but do you look like basically a SWAT member? Like, would he think that you are a SWAT person coming raiding the Panda Palace?
if he were to just glimpse at me, probably, but soon, inspecting me, he'd notice that I have like no, NYPD insignias or anything like that on me. I'm clearly unmarked.
So, caught off guard and somewhat threatened, Jack just jumps behind the couch, but still like standing upright. So he's just like kind of like putting more distance between him and the person that just walked into the Panda Palace. And then, kind of curiously, he asks, "Can I help you?"
Do you tend this cave? Is that your job?
No, I inhabit this cave from time to time.
My character is going to look around the room for like a sign that might say panda.
Yeah. Okay. So, so you don't see anything that says panda or anything on it. You do see a picture of a panda with it's like a drawing of a panda holding like he's in like his prison picture. I forget what it's called. And the place smells bad. It's not a great. It's not a great smell of the place. There's a lot of Panda Man's dirty laundry over in the corner. But it's got a PS2. The plasma screen is nice. It's it's a nice like 40-inch TV. There's a free Joe Exotic poster to your right by your hip, and then there's a very stained couch. That's about all that there is.
But I would know this is under the panda.
Yes.
Exhibit, obviously,
yep.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to kind of just look back at him, and I'm going to remove my helmet, and you just see a guy, brown hair, brown eyes, very plain, clean shaven. He's just going to look at you and say, are you a panda? Because I thought this was underneath the panda exhibit. What do you mean you
I
inhabit this
am
area?
I am not a panda, sir. I am,
Right.
as some might call, a vigilante, and this is
A
this is
self-proclaimed vigilante, huh?
He just
Okay.
led with it like, I am a vigilante. No, I love it.
this is what we're being called currently, based on the
That's at
latest
least
news
what the
report.
news has been. That's at least what the news has been calling you, vigilante. Another called you criminal. I mean, it depends on who you ask.
Exactly. So yeah, I lay low here from time to time as we finish our interactions or encounters with those nefarious doings around the city.
So, and then you obviously are aware that it's very suspicious that he found your location. I mean, you know it's a poorly kept secret, but so far the people that have found you have been like villains and very powerful heroes that have found you. So it's surprising that he was able to find your panda palace.
So,
may
you
I
have
ask who you are?
Yeah, my name is Hank. So you have no security cameras, no alarm system, not even a door on this cave, and you're curious why I'm here. I just don't see how that holds up.
I mean, you somehow managed to find the cave. It's not like it's a well-kept secret, but at the same time, you don't expect to see people in here. So your exploration makes me curious and wondering if you have a larger, greater purpose.
In the last few days, I've seen the likes of Iron Man, Daredevil, and some animal idiots coming in here. Do you have a panda guy as a partner? Is that what he goes by, panda guy?
Yeah, you could call him that. I refer to him as Panda Man, but
Panda Man, I see.
To each own vernacular.
Panda Man. So are those animal? Is that his crew? Is that his old crew? Are they jealous of you now, or have they been coming here trying to take revenge on you for taking?
I'm asking the same questions, man. I am just as curious as you. Up to this point, we've encountered a walrus on multiple occasions, and only in recent encounters have we actually seen his other animal-powered friends. So the last time we saw them, they were here and just wanted to wreak havoc and destruction and threaten us. And that was about it. So yeah, you know as much as I do. To be honest, I'm not sure. That would be a great question for Panda Man when he shows up. And I would totally lead with that too, because I've been wondering for a while, and even someone a part of his crew doesn't know quite yet.
So there's the panda guy. There was the guy in the hazmat suit. I think was that what he was wearing? A hazmat suit?
Something like that.
And there was one with a motorcycle helmet that I think he's killed people with kicking them. Is that the one, or were you the one that's killed people?
I have killed no one, sir.
So okay,
I don't know what you are talking about.
I've just been keeping a little bit of tabs on you guys, and it seems that you've killed quite a few people, mafia leaders. To name a few. No.
Hey, you can look at it how the news wants you to understand it, or you can understand that one of them was destroyed by a Terrigen mist. And another one was actually just apprehended. And yeah, we had some mishaps along the way. Some of us are just discovering our powers or some of the enhancements we've encountered through our growth as a person. And there comes with growth spurts or some growing pains. So we've had 1 or 2 feet through the chest, couple dead bodies along the way, but I'm still here. I'm still breathing.
Total fake news. Okay, I gotcha. No worries.
Complete fake news.
So you said the last people they were here, they tore the place up a good bit. Those animal fellas.
They attempted to, yeah. We were just hanging out, relaxing after a wonderful heroic act.
I'm gonna look around the room. Do I see the PS2?
You do. It's actually near your foot. It's just on the ground. It's honestly it's on the ground, but it's like slightly, the back part is slightly pulled up because the cord is not long enough to reach the TV, so it's like pulling the TV. It's kind of like the back two like pad things are off the ground, so it can connect to the TV. They don't have a table or end table or anything to put it on.
It's just hanging there.
Yeah, it's pretty much just hanging
So
there.
I'm gonna pick up the PS2, and I'm just gonna kind of look at it and go, well, I mean, I don't want to be rude, just entering your place here without, telling you who I am and what I can do. Obviously, I told you my name is Hank, but I know that you can stretch and that the panda guy can climb stuff. Want to see what I can do?
I would love to. It looks like you're heavily armed, so I am a little concerned for my own safety at this moment. So once I say that, I just
the guns are tools. They're just tools.
Concern for
I'm gonna just hold up the PS2, and I'm gonna be like, all right. I'm just gonna toss it at the wall with my right hand. Just toss the PS2.
Okay.
I'm trying to destroy this thing.
All right, you throw it against the PS2, the PS2 against the wall, breaks into pieces. Hey, Callisto granted you fortune, so you really broke that thing apart.
Oh, awesome! Thank you, Callisto. I needed fortune.
Jack, he has now destroyed your PS2.
I know. I'm distraught. I stand up and I'm just like.
Tim said, "No, I got that PS2 in my heart."
So behind my
channel
back,
points
I have
wasted.
my left hand. I'm gonna pull my left hand out and have a PS2 in my left hand.
Yeah, you pull out a
What?
PS2 and it's in your hand.
What?
I'm gonna hand it to you. There you go.
What is this?
It's your
Sorcery.
PS2.
Yeah, Jack, you grab the PS2.
Don't worry.
PS2. It's an exact identical of the PS2 that you had.
Yeah, don't worry about the broken one. I mean, you got this one. No harm, no foul, right?
You could say that, but how would you exactly describe what you just did?
All right. I'm going to go ahead and for my next trick, pull out a $100 bill out of my pocket there, and I'm going to go
So
ahead.
you're a magician now.
Oh, well, I seem to have two, and I'm going to go ahead and hand Jack one. He's now $100 richer.
Yeah, there's a low-key real-life flex that just happened right now. Pulled out two. No, I'm kidding. You pull out. You're able to make multiple. Make 3 or 4 of them. If $100 bills in your hand.
Okay, cool. So then I got like 4 of them. I'm gonna give the remaining 3 to him. I'm just gonna hold on to just my one.
Stretched over and grab those bad boys.
Are you still like leaning behind the couch, like taking?
Oh yeah, I'm like still behind the couch.
I just imagine
I'm
like
standing straight up now, but I'm just like behind the couch. So I'm like back up on my feet, but I'm like still putting distance between myself.
He says, Timmy says he's the duplication glitch. Did I do that right? I don't know.
So what exactly are you doing? Are you duplicating this copying, mimicking, replicating, or are you truly like showing me something else while you're actually holding a different artifact? You're creating this.
I'm duplicating the object that you have there.
Okay.
It's an exact duplicate. So I said I've been watching you guys. I kind of bugged this place a week or so ago, and I've been listening on your conversations. I've been staying over at the hotel across the street, the Pierre. Just kind of been spying on you guys, seeing what you've been up to, because I myself am on a quest. I trying to go ahead and tip the scales back into the common man's field here. The amount of wealth inequality in this city is disgusting. I think you might agree, living in a palace, whatever you call this place. I heard a conversation that you guys had with Mr. Stark the other day. And I got to say, you guys did the right thing, declining that Iron Douche's offer. It was, you don't want to be registered as a hero, at least not in my perspective. And seems like you guys might be some decent people that aren't focused on just getting as much money and power as possible by your, commodities here. At least describes that much. So I thought you guys might be the right people to team up with, should you be willing to.
Yeah. Do you? So, can you give me some more background on yourself, Hank? Kind of who you are as an individual, and how you understood, that you can duplicate
Yo,
things.
Jack's out here doing a job interview. What makes you qualified for the Alpha Squad?
I never said he wasn't qualified. I just asked him to explain more
No, I
about
love it.
himself.
I love it.
This man
So,
intruded on my panda palace.
Your opinions, yeah. So, I'm a mercenary. At least was one up until recently. Before that, I spent the majority of my life locked in a hammer tech laboratory. They found me when I was young, and they exploited my powers to basically make me a human assembly line, where I just had to keep making items over and over for most of my life. It's been about the last 5 to 7 years as a mercenary.
Mid conversation,
call it quits.
Mid conversation, right at this point, the Panda Man himself is returning into the cave the same way you came in, and sees this intruder in all black SWAT gear, basically heavily armed. Jason, you see, you see this man. He seems to be having a conversation with Jack, but Jack is terrified, hiding behind a couch. You think you might have the drop on him.
That's the man what owes you taxes, Mr. Fella from the FBI. And I brought you some groceries. I'll be seeing myself out now. Drop him down. I'm like, bye, Jack. See ya.
I'm gonna point at him and say, "Are you the panda that inhabits this palace?"
I'll say, I scream and say, "Come back!"
We're out, Burke. It's up to you. It was like, oh, you know what? I was just out getting groceries. So yeah.
You were just out getting groceries. So, but if you're scared of the FBI man and you're dipping, I mean, that's fair.
I set the stuff down from Aldi's. And
Tyler, thanks for the 25 minutes, man.
I tell him, hey, am I the pen? No, I'm the janitor. I'm here to collect my shit, which just fell out me butt. Who are you, sir?
You're the janitor, then.
Oh, 100%, Mr.
You should
Fuzz.
probably start cleaning this shit up in here. You'll see a broken PS2 over there. Start by cleaning that up, probably.
Excuse me. What did you say?
A broken PS2 that I threw at the wall. It's over there on the ground.
I'm gonna go get my broom. I'll be right back. I slink my way out of the door, and I go outside, and I quickly put my panda hat on, the panda costume. I'm like, from outside to hear this caterwaul. It's bamboozling time, and I come jumping back in. I'm like, I am the panda man what strikes at midnight, and I whip out my bamboo stick. This is for the PS2, and there's a gun. Damn. You got me. Guns, my weakness. Yeah.
As he sees me holding one pistol in one hand, I'm going to put my other hand up. He's going to see another one duplicate into the other hand. Now I got two.
How'd you do that?
It's magic.
So,
Lisa, thank you.
yeah, you got a name
I just
there?
kind of like try to get Panda Man's attention, and I'm
more impressed with how your voice changed.
Well, this is my. That wasn't me that just left here. That was somebody else.
Oh, that wasn't you.
That was the janitor. No, that was.
So you've come here why? Because I told the janitor something. He went and told you something, and you've then.
He said there was a rogue PS2 attack, and that cannot stand. This aggression cannot stand. So I'm here to protect what's mine, my assets.
I try to call attention to the fact that I'm still holding a PS2 in my hand.
Confused. Jack, why are you holding the PS2 that's in pieces over there? And hold on a second. Oh, so did you pull a fast one on old Jack here? I'm confused.
Jack doesn't seem to be the one confused. I think it might have pulled one on you.
That's something happened, and I let's start with your name again there, sir. And how'd you find our very well hidden enclave here?
Well hidden. I mean, I didn't know you were hosting an event that Tony Stark came to speak one day, and then you had Daredevil there to speak for another night. I mean, you guys have been doing like a whole event here, huh? You even had your whole animal enclave show up. I mean, that was interesting.
Well, you certainly do know a whole lot about me, Mister make second stuff up that you pulled out of the air. I mean,
I'm gonna go ahead and reach my hand behind the plasma screen and pull out a bug. Just be like, yeah, I've been listening in.
Son of a bitch. All right. So what do you want there, Mister Two Gun Tony, Mister Two Tex?
I just kind of from the background go like, he wants to team up.
Oh, a recruit.
So, yeah, recruit. I was looking for some people who might be in need of some financial assistance that might be looking to tip the scales of wealth inequality here in the New York City. You're two humble people here living out of a Central Park Zoo cave would probably fit that bill, but I could be mistaken.
So are you here to sell us GameStop stock? Is that what's going on?
Not here to sell you any stocks.
Oh, okay. Well,
he wants to join our cause, to say the least. There, and I'm like motioning to Panda Man, like, yeah, like pull off. You can pull off.
So you are the janitor, okay?
Yeah, I guess the jig is up here. Well, you can't.
Worst kept secret I've ever seen.
Well, you can't blame a panda for trying. Yeah. Financial assistance, eh? Well, we got a current bid in from Tony Stark, and he wants to.
That you declined. I heard you declined it.
Yeah, no getting past you then, eh? I guess you probably have a lot of bugs around this here place, huh?
Just the one. That's pretty good.
Well, I too, as you can see from the inside of that PS2 that you just broke, also have a lot of bugs around here, but mine are natural. But anyway, well, Mr. Dr. Duplicate, if I may call you Dr. Duplicate, Mr. Multiplicity, perhaps. What's your nickname there, pal?
Well, my nickname growing up was Goose, but for some pretty terrible reasons, you can call me Hank.
Hank,
or as they've been going and referring to me in the tabloids, the Duper is what they call me. I'm not particularly keen on it, but...
Well, I'll have you know, sir, I don't know how to read, so you won't have to worry about me calling you Duper. So, I don't know how to read from the tabloids. Well, Hank, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And then I reached out my hand. I'm like, you're not going to give me a second right arm, are you?
I honestly don't know how my powers really work, so it's possible.
Oh, well,
it's scary. Right?
Fist bump then, I guess. Hey, Jack, speak to you for a second here, pal.
I stretch over, still keeping space between me and Hank as much as possible.
Is it just your neck, like you're long necking your head to him? Is that what's happening? Oh, you put
no, I'm like my whole body. I'm like going all the way over.
I just thought you were like behind the couch, just long necking to it. Okay, so yeah, okay, gotcha.
All right, I keep my eyes on Hank and make sure my keys are still in my pockets and having no concept of how he actually does this stuff. I start looking for my pennies, make sure I still got all my pennies on me. I'm like, what did I miss here, pal? I feel like I came in the middle of something.
And he just like busted in here when I was watching some TV, trying to lay low for a while, since we're like making headline news these days still.
Yeah.
And he started, he came in hot. He came in with guns a-blazing, and I was scared shitless because I had no idea what was going on. So
that's what that smell is.
I was just like, hey, I'm just here waiting for Panda Man to come back getting groceries.
You dropped my name. Oh, fuck.
No. I didn't say that to him.
You just said
that's internal, man.
Oh, it was internal. Oh, okay, I'm still confused. Oh, all right.
So he busted in, and like you got as far as I got. It's the most I know. He knows all about us. He's been listening to us for weeks now, staying across the street. We are, probably not as well covered / safe as we'd like to think we are.
Perhaps we should have listened to that ring salesman last week when he said he could hook us up. You get one of them little rings on the outside. But my boss said my boss wasn't covering it for the zoo. All right. So
wait. By the way, what you guys are having this aside. What you thought was out of earshot, Russell. You heard everything. They don't know that you heard
it. So I got my helmet on and I have the bug that has pretty good reception in here. It heard everything that you said.
So Hank, if I can call you Hank or Goose, what's your proposal there? Because we did obviously turn down Tony Stark because we don't want to be on no registry because I don't think any of us is pregnant, right? No registries for us, eh? All right, no time for joking then, I guess. All right. So you're talking about wealth inequality, eh? These are two words that I like and two things I lack. How about you? Can you make us a PS3 then from your hands? Huh?
Only if we have one first.
Okay, so you really are clearly you can duplicate things, but you have to hold them. Is that what the deal is? Is that a $100 bill on the floor?
I just fan 3 of them next to Panda Man and just kind of flash them.
You're in. I'm good. You have bought in, sir. How many more of those can you make? Let's make a hail in here. Are they?
A lot of stack, and I'm just gonna be like, I don't know as much as that is. Just
still real life flexing.
We shouldn't have any problems with finances, but here's the thing: I don't require you to join any hero list. And I'm not even necessarily trying to stop your crime syndicate that you guys have clearly started here. I figure you taking out the crime bosses, you've been taking over their networks, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
So then you guys
I'm just totally shaking my head behind Panda Man as he says that. Nope, we haven't.
Okay.
We run this.
So I've clearly mispegged you guys. I thought that you were in bed with some criminal activity and just kind of helping out when you could to keep the heat off your back and keep Iron Man off your back. But
we are
okay.
We're
if you're willing to do some questionable stuff and put some money in some poor people's pockets, I'm happy to help you.
Oh, we're definitely willing to help people.
We're
That's
always
for sure. We will.
up for questionable.
Oh yeah, questionable's off 4th or 5th name.
Let's look at who you've been hanging out with. The most questionable hero out there.
I mean, you haven't met him yet, but old Tremblefoot, he's got no love for Daredevil. And then Mr. Boing Boing here, he's got no love for Iron Man. And I've got it in for this guy. He's a walrus. And
I've seen this walrus and his other. I thought they were. Was that your old crew, and they're jealous that you left to hang out with Jack here, or what?
Hey, his surname's Jack.
I
call him Mr. Boing Boing.
Is that your old partner? Were you guys entangled in some fashion?
It's a little bit of a hard story that I'm not really willing to get into right now. It goes deep, so deep,
right.
Really deep. With this, there's all kinds of webs of entanglements and ins and outs, and we'll tell you later when we remember it. But anyway, yeah, they're my old friends, so I wouldn't mess with them, or mess with them. One of the two. It's one or the other. I can't remember which one.
Wait. So Walrus is a friend now?
I have no clue. I'm just Yeah. No. I don't know. Okay. To be honest, Mr. Hank, your first order of business could really be figuring out who these people are for. I mean, you always have clearly good investigatorial skills. Am I right?
Or it was just very easy to find you guys. But yeah, we'll go with the first.
But to be quite on board now, since we're partners, I really don't remember who the walrus is, and he keeps showing back up. And now he's got the freaking Happy Tree Friends Brigade with him, and apparently I've really made an enemy of the animal kingdom. So
If it's the happy tree friends, we are screwed.
Oh yeah.
How did you piss off the animal kingdom? Is the panda outfit you wear? Did you skin a panda that lived here and took his skin? You've been trying to live here as a panda.
that is so dark. I wish that was the case. No, the panda costume was just. I got that. It was an event. It came out of the trash can. I mean, no, I didn't skin a
Oh.
panda. No. Whew. God, I wish I'd have done that. God. That is so. Can we retcon that, Burke? That's
Really not a friend of pandas.
clearly that's where I got that costume. I skinned a panda before.
I'm
Parents' eyes.
sorry. Unfortunately, you have not done
PETA.
that.
Understood.
True enemy's PETA.
Yeah, PETA.
Oh,
PETA's
man.
no friend of mine. Yeah, no, I don't know where the walrus king. I don't know. And then there's a frog guy. He don't like me. And then I think I killed a couple guards. And there's a few people that don't like me. But I don't think Iron Man likes us very much anymore. He's not. He's gonna be a problem. Perhaps we.
I just look at Panda Man. I'm like, what are you saying right now?
I don't know. I'm flustered. He comes in here, flashing cash that doesn't exist out of holes to nowhere, and like break him a PS2. I'm flustered, and I'm just it. They were out of all that kimchi at Audi's, and I had to settle for just regular cabbage, and it's not been a good day. I'm sorry. It's just weird. Today is weird.
Well, I think we should welcome Hank into our little alliance here, and potentially see some of the benefits that he has to offer just from the general awareness of our doings and the other people that have been involved with those doings, i.e., Walrus. And I think we should see what Hank has to say about where we should move forward from here.
My first question to you is, why haven't you just killed them when you've seen them? That's the quickest way to get rid of a problem, is just to end it.
Well, we did put him in a hole once. I thought he was dead a couple
Yeah,
times.
we tried to bury him alive. You could say it just didn't really work that well.
What do you fight with? That stick? Do you need a gun? I'm gonna hand him a gun.
I've used a gun once. Thank you. I will take this. Thank you. I'm not opposed to using guns. I just haven't been able to hold on to one long enough to make it useful long term. So no, thank you very much. I will.
And I just like wait, Bert. Do I still have the Stark tech?
Yeah, he let you keep those. Yep.
Oh yeah, so I just like whip out those on my hands, and I'm just like, yeah, I think I'm good.
Oh, those are interesting. Can I see them quick?
Yeah, sure. Take a couple.
Brooke, I would like to try to duplicate the Iron Man gauntlets.
Okay. All right.
That seems like
This is a dice roller thing. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely a great choice. I was hoping you would say that.
Okay. Let's see if he's going to get
So
some
specifically,
duplication.
I would like to try to make 2 copies. One for myself and one for Panda.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Let's see where you're at with this. Now, I would like to clarify. You guys have become significantly stronger since when you started, and he's about at the same power level that you guys are. I bet we're gonna have to see exactly how strong he is. We're looking for actually to accomplish this feat an 8 or higher. This is actually not. It's hard, but you have you're pretty skilled at this. An 8 or higher.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
You pull out two normal ones, but one comes out, and actually two other ones come out that are like much bigger gauntlets.
Okay.
They're like big gauntlets. I would say probably like the wrist itself is about this big.
So I'm going to look at those and say, sometimes it don't always duplicate perfectly. You could probably stretch your hands to fit these, right? I'm going to hand them to Jack, the big ones.
I think so. We'll see what happens.
Tim says like Thanos size. Maybe they kind of look like they're just bigger versions of Iron Man's gauntlets, basically, just bigger versions.
They're Hulkbuster hands.
Oh. So
So do I successfully stretch my hands to fit
Yeah.
them, Bert?
You can stretch them
Okay,
to fit
awesome.
into these gauntlets. Yep. You could feel they are heavy. They are very heavy.
And before I take the other one that I had, because I had two of them, I stretch one over to Panda Man. So he has a normal size one while I take the two Hulk size.
oh, thank you.
You guys just like a
All right.
low key got
Yeah.
a massive upgrade.
Man, now I can't wait to come up against me arch nemesis. I ain't gonna lie. Like, we're gonna go free Joe Exotic tonight. That's for sure.
I'm going to point at the post. I'm like, do you know him? Is that a
We're pen pals.
friend?
We're pen pals. We
They are
write back
not
and forth to
nanotech.
each other.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. No. Me and Joe Exotic were pen pals.
What's more important, breaking him out of prison or taking care of these animal people? Because
Like,
what do you guys have a current mission right now? Because we can do what I need to do passively. I mean, as often as we see someone who's rich, just take their money and give it to the poor.
is that?
You know, drive down some companies.
Oh, I'm all in for that. Yeah. Let's Robin Hood this joint up. There's a
We were gonna look into Walrus and his friends.
One of the
after
to add on to Jack's thing, based on the news, you're the only one that saw the most recent breaking news thing. But the way they're spinning it now, Jack, based on the article, based on the news you saw, it seems like they're spinning it that your vigilante group is causing just as much destruction, solving the problem of these animal based villains than you are like actually helping the problem. And so they're kind of like, you feel like your reputation is getting ruined by the fact that they're still around, and they're making a bad reputation for you guys.
So I explained this to them. I'm like, guys, these guys, they're like ruining our whole vibe. They're like screwing up, but we've already put together their Panda Man. And I know, Hank, you're new to this, but soon you'll be a part of it. Hopefully we can take advantage of what you're capable of, as well as what we are capable of in many, many different ways. So I think we need to take care of this walrus and all his friends as soon as possible. We got to locate him. We got to take them out or figure out why they're coming after us and doing what they've been doing.
Yeah, Joe Exotic can wait, I guess.
All right. Well, first thing is first. I guess why don't we pack up your belongings here, whatever's important to you, and get the hell out of this cave.
I kind of like the Panda Palace.
I have a hotel room across the street with 24/7 room service.
No, I don't usually follow rich men into hotels unless there's a lot of money.
I'm not a rich man. I just can acquire money.
Well, then I definitely don't follow poor men into hotels. That's for sure.
Calista, thank you for the fortune. That's hilarious.
Perhaps is that permanent?
Other than here, hotel doesn't need to be permanent, but we got to get out of this place.
I typically just hotel hop. There's tons of hotels in the city, and I just frequent a bunch of different ones.
So, all right.
Grab your PS2 and your Joe Exotic poster, a couple pillows, and I think we'll be okay.
This is a big deal for me. I ain't been
No one said we
relocated.
have to completely abandon, but right now, too many people know that we're here. Too many people know you exist in this location.
I'm going to make this really easy for you, Panda Man. I'm going to pull out my gun, and I'm going to start shooting stuff in about 5 minutes. And whatever you don't have packed up in a little corner, I'm going to start shooting at it.
I just kind of get towards the door quickly.
I start my
Panda
watch.
Man, grab what you need, and we can come back. But for right now, we can't be here.
I'll roll up my Joe Exotic poster and grab the PS2 and the ones that's in pieces.
The shiny Pokemon figurine you need to grab as well.
I was going to say, I stretch to grab it before I walk out the cave.
Yeah. I run my fingers across the couch and I'm like, goodbye, couch. Goodbye, stalactites. Goodbye, dirty pillows. And I'm not. I just turn around and take a solid look. And I'm like, You don't need to shoot the place up, Hank. I'm coming willingly. And I'm pat him on the shoulder. All I need is this remote to be happy. All I need is this chair. And it's like, yeah, I'll throw my book bag.
You're gonna carry that chair across a few blocks.
All right, fine. I'll set the chair down. Fine. But I'm taking this remote. Just I don't want anybody using my TV while I'm gone.
And it's a memory.
It's-
Keepsake.
It is. It got replaced. Oh, it's a flat screen now. No, they were. It wasn't a euphemism. They were actually pillows.
Wait, so you have the old remote to the TV that you no longer have, and,
Yes.
and you don't realize that it doesn't work with this TV.
No, not at all. Because I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it in a while. Everybody, Jack's had the TV on. Whatever, it's been on when I've come in, so I have no idea it doesn't work. It says RCA on the front of it. I have no idea it doesn't work the TV, so I take it. It doesn't even have batteries in it anymore. It hasn't had batteries in it in a while.
Okay,
It seems kind of light. I'm ready to go. All right, guys. I'm sorry. Let's go.
you return back to the hotel room of Russell's character that I'm blacking on your name right now. Oh my gosh. Russell.
Hank.
Goose.
Goose.
You return back to your hotel, and you have already been doing preemptive research on these animal people. So you have a little bit of information, and you've been I know you have a lot of you like to research, and so you already have some information on what the linking of these crimes. You figured out that most of the crimes that have been committed by these animal themed villains have been which Panda Man and Jacker know they're going by the name the Zootrocities. That's what they've self-proclaimed themselves. You know that they are particularly centered around a particular neighborhood in northern Manhattan on the border of Bronx. And so you're not exactly sure where there, but most of these crimes seem to be centralized around that area.
I'm going to go ahead and point that out to Panda Man and Jack and kind of show them my crazy Pepe Silva style notes that I've kept.
They're like string lines.
And I'm going to say, well, my
I
research
kinda-
has come to this location being their hideout. I'm going to go ahead and show them the location on my map.
After looking at this crazy wall that Pepe Silva's put together here / Hank, I look at Panda Man and I'm like, all we need now is a Maverick.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Says that I get it. Panda Man doesn't get it, but he laughs wholeheartedly. He's like, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, of course. I don't get it, but yeah.
Need a wild card.
Well, I want to ask a question about this hotel.
Okay.
I want to direct it to Goose. Is the mini bar open? Like,
Yeah,
Wait,
you
what?
want to see a great trick I got here? I'm going to open the mini bar.
Mhm.
I'm going to duplicate whatever's in there into my hand and be like, we're not paying them nothing here.
I like you already. I want to go back to the Pepe Silva board. I want to sit there for a second. Then I want to give like a wholehearted laugh as I remember Top Gun. And then I turn to Jack. Top Gun. Oh, God, I feel so stupid now. Imagine spinning a beach volleyball. That's a deep cut. Yeah. So where do we start here with this neighborhood that you got pegged on this board here? I want to stare at it like I can make sense out of it, but really I just see a bunch of twine and like I'm gonna really look like I'm into it. Yeah.
What time of day is it, bro?
At this point, it's probably about 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Well, gentlemen, we should probably wait until evening when we're pretty sure and confident that they're at that location. And I'm sure you noticed with my outfit, I'm a little bit better at night. It's kind of hard to walk around in the daytime in all black with weapons out. I had to. I'm going to describe how I got into the building, Burke. I usually use the fire escape in the back alley to get onto the top of the building and make my way stealthily through the hotel to get to my room, so I'm unseen by people.
Okay.
Oh,
Did you guys do that?
To avoid that process? I would have.
can I?
Yeah.
Can I just use the front entrance and take the elevator up?
Yeah.
Without the panda costume.
Yes.
You know?
In the pit. Could you imagine in the pit
No.
just walking through the front lobby?
Oh, I still need to get a full-fledged panda costume again. I don't. I just got
oh, yeah.
the underwear.
Yeah, that
but
got
anyway. Yeah. Most of that got destroyed. But yeah, I want to just walk through the lobby with Jack while Mr. Tactical Gear climbs through the thing. Oh, I do want to ask him. I want to ask Goose. So, do you have a secret identity then? Because you should get one of those. So that way you could walk around in the daytime, wouldn't have to wear your tactical gear. You know what I mean?
Nobody knows who I am. I could walk around in plain clothes as often as I'd like.
Oh, you should do
The
that.
fact of the matter is, I don't feel safe doing it.
Oh. Why? Just out of curiosity?
Because the few people that do know who I am, there's some pretty powerful people. And I'm not trying to get captured again and put back into a cell on the ground for the rest of my life.
Again? Now, Bear, did I miss something?
Story for another day, Panda.
Good.
Why don't we go ahead and order some room service, and we can wait until it's a little darker outside before we make our way to the animals.
So,
Zoomaniacs? What are they called?
Zootropics? No.
Burke, what are they called?
Oh, I was just looking forward to seeing what you guys came up with. Zootrocities.
Zootrocities, yes.
You still have that little like.
Zootrocities.
You still have that poorly
I'm gonna write
handwritten
that down.
letter about how he's gonna make you is gonna make you pay for forgetting about him.
Oh, that's right. The Zootrocities letter. Yeah. So briefing there, Two Gun Tony. What do we know about the Zootrocities? What where they hold up? What's the skinny? Is there anything we need to know? Any relevant
I'm
information?
gonna look at Panda Man like he's kind of crazy and say, "So Jack, you heard when I pointed out on the map where they're located and where I found them, right? Do you want to maybe show Panda Man? He needs. I don't think he's getting the information from me the first time I say.
Oh,
I need
Yeah. So I like create a giant hand and then like extend my finger and then like stretch over and point exactly where Hank pointed, like not even a couple minutes ago on the map.
Very good, very good. All right. So
Do you have a cell phone, Panda?
yes, none of them belong to me though. But yeah, and out of the four
I'm
cell
sorry,
phones that I got from the
let me
guard.
rephrase my question. Do you know how to operate a cell phone?
No, there's no.
I'm gonna just duplicate the map and roll it up and give it to him. Here you go.
Thank you. Stick it down my shirt. Got it. It's like MapQuest. Oh, remember that? It's like, just carry around papers with me all the time with my mom and
It's
my
like
dad.
a map and we're on a quest. You're
Very good.
right there.
I like where your head is at. That's good. That's good. Smart man. So where was this building at?
So it's just a
So
small
what do you want
neighborhood.
from room service?
What do we know about Zootropics?
So Jack, what do you want from room service?
I would love.
I'm gonna pull out the menu. They've got some
potatoes.
They got some decent, little they're not real pizza, but they've got some decent little oven pizzas. I mean, or we can order from the pizza place down the block. Angelo's Coal Oven Pizzeria.
I'm up for whatever.
Want some
Panda Man will
Angelos?
pretty much eat anything. So yeah, sure, let's do it.
I don't like New
All
York.
right.
I don't like New York pizza.
I'm gonna snatch one of Panda
Just
Man's-
order one though.
So I'm gonna take one of Panda Man's cell phones. I'm assuming he probably has it in his hand or put it on the table. He doesn't. He seems to have a bunch of them. I'm gonna use one of those to make a phone call to the pizza place and put in an order for a few pies.
Okay. Never mind. I was wondering why you order a few. You they are.
Panda Man looks like he eat considerably amount. No.
I don't eat before I do my killing.
Oh,
I do my
My
killing.
killing.
Can't you duplicate anything? So why would he order more than like 1 or 2 pizzas? You could just
Maybe
duplicating the last pizza.
maybe you would only duplicate the size.
I like to
of piece
support
of
local business, Jack.
Yeah.
Angelo's a good guy. Okay?
That's fair. That's fair.
Fair
That's
enough.
fair.
That's a
Hey,
really good point,
it-
actually.
It makes sense. He's about effing the big guy, not the little guy. You got to support mom and poppers. You know.
Papa,
true.
Papa.
Speaking
Okay.
of poppers, can you order me some jalapeno ones?
Okay, so you get all your food and you do this, and then you set off to that neighborhood. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, you set off to this neighborhood, and as you arrive, it's only a few blocks, but you're not exactly sure where in that area that they where they would be. The only thing, there's only a few things of note there. There's a hospital there. There is a elementary school there, and there's also a daycare that seems to be like abandoned. There's a bunch of of houses and a bunch of other stuff. Is there anything you're looking out for?
So you said abandoned daycare, some houses, and what was the first thing?
An
Elementary school.
and a hospital, yeah.
They're definitely in the elementary school. Let's blow it up. Too soon. No.
You want to blow up? So
No. It was a joke.
So
It was a joke, Hank.
I'm gonna sidebar. So the news is portraying you guys as vigilantes and/or criminals that have been causing havoc, and the first thing you want to do is blow up an elementary school.
It was a joke. Calm down. I was only kidding. Unless you're gonna do it. But we should at least check out the elementary school. Think about it. Zoo animals, right? Where perhaps they work for the school, you know? We should go check out the elementary school first. I would hide
actually,
in elementary
Panda
school.
Man, you might be on a good thought here. They could have had some different mascot costumes in storage.
Yeah.
Maybe, is this school the walruses? Like what is this school's mascot? Bert? Do we know?
Yeah,
Have we ever heard of this school?
it's the Timberwolves.
It's a Timberwolves. Well, have you? I don't think you ran into a Timberwolf.
There's an animal connection there though. I wanna
There certainly is.
I want to take 2 paper cups, bust the bottoms out, and use them as a pair of binoculars. Just fully aware that they're not working. I just want to try to make. I just want to try to make our new friend laugh here. I want to gauge his response for humor. Boom, boom, boom. I'm spying. Nothing, huh? All right, fine. I set him down. I'm like, all right. So
Hank is just gonna put on his helmet and not say a word.
So Hank, you got any way to look into those buildings with that helmet on? Or perhaps Jack, can you stretch your neck in there somewhere? Take a look inside the elementary school.
Burke, I'd like to use my helmet to do a thermal and infrared scan of the building.
Yeah. So you are doing a infrared scan of the building, and the range, it's not picking up a whole lot in the back half of the building. But as you're scanning this, you see, or as you're scanning, you're not seeing anything, but you hear a, oh no, and you turn, and about a block back, you hear a crash, and you turn about a block back. There is a man in a walrus costume outside of the daycare who had a metal trash can full of fish, and that he seemed to be carrying into the daycare, and saw you tripped and dropped it all over the fish spread all across the street. He sees you, and he sluggishly tries to run into the inside to the of the daycare.
Pull the gun out and try to kneecap him real quick. This is why you don't get Panda Man guns. He brought up a good point before. I don't think we should let him live.
You let a shot loose. Are you just like You're using an automatic rifle. Are you just like unloading like this? Like
No,
like
he's got a 9mm.
you got the pistol now. Okay.
Yeah.
But he's not very. He hasn't shot a gun.
Yeah.
forever.
No,
And you're like
I've
a block
only-
away. Yeah, you're just shooting in that direction, and you
Yeah,
can
just-
hear like the sound of like breaking glass on a different building. You can hear some like screams. This isn't a particularly this is like a pretty decent area, like part of
But-
town.
Hey, but it's a daycare, and this is nighttime, so there shouldn't be
true.
anybody in the daycare.
No,
right?
no, you shot into a window of a different building.
Oh.
You
Oh,
completely
He
missed.
said there was housing around.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
building shouldn't have been there. What was it doing there? I mean,
You see him. He kind of runs in, and you could see like he's like tripping, falling into the door, but he like gets up and he climbs in. He's like, "They're here, they're here."
I just want to start running towards them after I apparently didn't connect on any of my shots. Damn. Daddy would have gotten us Uzis. Did I unload the clip? Did I unload the clip, or did I
Sure,
just
yeah.
fire a couple shots? All right, I tossed the pistol. It says it's empty. Just toss it, and I pull out.
That's what I do with mine when they're empty.
Yeah, I just pull out my bamboo stick. I'm like, it's shooting time, or it was. It's bamboozling time, and I go running after the walrus.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look over at Jack and go. I guess we should probably follow him.
Yeah, he likes to go out on his own. Should probably give him some backup.
And there's gonna be this awkward silence for a second. I'm gonna be like, so, what's up with the Spider-Man nest?
Just one way to keep my identity safe.
Right. And I'm just gonna start walking towards the daycare.
So the two of them are
And
just
I whisper under my breath, "Whatever there, Tron."
Okay. You you guys charge in into this you guys charge into the building, or you just charge to get to the building?
I'm charging headlong into the building. From the sound of it, they're leisurely strolling behind me, like a few hundred yards.
Yeah, okay, so yep, you
Beast.
charge ahead, and as you charge ahead, you a tongue extends from the roof of the building. This is a standalone daycare, and a tongue extends from the roof of the building and completely whiffs past you. And as you look up, you can see on the roof of the building is the frogman you've seen before. He's standing up there, kind of like perched on the roof.
I'll look up at him and try to grab his tongue real quick as I'm going into the building. Is it like too quick for me to try to grab?
No, you're able to grab it and you whip him off of the two-story building onto the ground. By the way, hey Mike, I didn't say hi to you.
Oh, I wouldn't want to. Okay, yell back to the laggard behind. Take care of him. I'm going in after the walrus guy. So as he's on the ground, I'm just gonna go flying into the daycare center.
Okay. Yep, you fly in there, and it's now you two are seeing this frogman is there in front of you.
Is he still like relatively incapacitated from being pulled off of a roof?
He gets pulled off the roof and hits the ground pretty hard, but he rolls a couple times and he seems to be back onto his feet now. He's pretty springy.
I'd like to just create like a huge fist if I could and just like punch him into the building.
Okay. Are you wearing the gauntlets, or have you taken those off?
I'm still wearing them.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you with those gauntlets, you extend out and swing towards him. You go to swing, and your arm you punch him back, but he doesn't seem to get too hurt by it. He bounces back to his feet, kind of does a back handspring, and is back on and is kind of back to standing there. Tyler, thanks for the 10 bits, man. What would you like to do, Russell?
I'd like to pull off a 9mm from my left side and duplicate two in my hands. They're full with the stun icer bullets inside there. I'm shooting to stun, not kill, because I saw Panda Man start to unload wildly, and I second guess, should we kill these people? I've reversed on my decision to go and kill them immediately. Him shooting wildly into buildings and stuff kind of soured my taste for killing these people.
Soured my taste for murder.
Yeah, it takes a lot to do that for Hank. But yeah, he's gonna shoot to try and stun.
Okay. Okay. So you're going to go and oh, Mike, thanks for the bits, man. I appreciate it. Okay, you take a shot out at him, shooting to stun, and the shot is going to whiz past him. He's going to start doing like cartwheels and all these crazy movements running towards
So he's
you.
like breakdancing.
Basically. Yeah, and he's just like sprinting towards you at this point. And he's going to do like a flying like kick towards you, completely whiffing and flying past you as well. Seems like a lot of hits are not landing on either end. Hey, Jason, thank you for the 200 bits, man. Thank you. 200.
That one.
Press F for the chat if I should murder the walrus.
Says me speaking, not Hank, but I'm gonna say that.
Oh my god.
Hey, there was a second option there. There was an L if I should question him. I mean, that's not all I said. There you go. Just sorry.
Oh, there it is.
Sorry.
Ah,
Tyler really wants the walrus dead. All right.
sorry, that was a mistake. Ignore that.
What did you do?
Nothing. I didn't do anything. Do not worry about it. These aren't the droids you were looking for. Okay.
This is not the
Anyway,
thing you were looking for.
this is not the character the antagonist you were looking for. Okay. Anyway, there's not two frogmen. Please ignore that. Okay. I'm just very bad with Streamlabs. You guys. Okay. So he misses you, and you. Oh my god, that was very intense. A lot of Fs. And I missed what the last thing was someone was doing. Can someone remind? It was Panda Man, or we had someone else.
Is it my turn? I think it's.
Yeah, it's up to Panda Man.
Is it my
Shot
turn?
at the frog and missed.
Yes. Okay. So yep, you're entering into the building now. You enter the building, and immediately you are just narrowly dodge a flying kick from somebody coming from the side from a room directly to the side of the entrance, and the kick goes into the wall, and she drops down in front of you, goes for another shot at your face, and completely whiffs that as well. You're dodging all these attacks, and you can see you've seen her before. It is not another frog. It is the white rabbit that you've seen before. And why are they the exact same? I don't know why that's working like that. I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's not letting me just make a separate thing, so I apologize for that. You've seen both of these before. You've dealt with them both. There we go. And she has now kind of making a flying kick towards you. And she's just like, you're having a hand-to-hand combat close quarters at the front entrance of this daycare.
I want to try to take her out with the bamboo stick.
All right.
Yeah. Just to incapacitate. I want to question her.
Got it.
I'm only out for blood with the walrus, just so you know.
Okay. You take a swing at her and go straight into her neck, and she gets like whacked into the wall. She seems really hurt by it, but she's definitely not down and out by any means. She is going to return back to you return back to you with a dropping a carrot from her waist, and then doing like a
Carrots.
backhand spring backwards and up the stairs. You look down and the carrot starts to like hiss and explode on you. Let's see. I still have to keep track of that. Okay. So, and it explodes on and knocks you outside out onto the stoop on the front again, through a wall to the side of the door.
Ouch. Am I still conscious?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
In fact, you're
that's
not.
great.
It wasn't like it was definitely. I think it was more shock than sheer like pain and damage.
Oh.
Like it's a lot of it was like shock, and your ears are ringing.
All right. Is it still my turn, or is that
We'll
it for me?
we'll go over to Jack. What is Jack's move right now? You guys are dealing with the frogman. He's kind of in between both of you, doing all these acrobatic moves, launching his tongue out at you guys. And you guys are dodging left and right. What are you doing, Jack?
So I'm looking at these gauntlets I have on, and I'm wondering if there's like anything else other than like the palm blasters on the front of them that I can use. So I'm like touching every piece of the gauntlet, trying to get something to activate while I'm like pointing them at the frog because I still know how to use these.
Oh boy.
You're pointing, you're going like this and just like touching it, seeing what will happen. And you touch a certain point and it just starts launching the blaster and does not stop. And it starts to like, it sends Frogman flying a block down and knocks him unconscious. But you can't stop it as well. And like the way you're like swinging it around, you start to like take flight, and you're just flying and spinning in many directions, getting dizzy, flying all around. What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna keep smacking the gauntlet as I try to turn whatever I turned on off, hoping that at some point I just drop from whatever height I've reached.
I'm gonna look up at Jack flying around up there. Well, that'll certainly sort itself out. I'm gonna proceed down the block to try to apprehend the frog.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you go up to face the frog, and the frog is the frog is unconscious. He is unconscious, laying in the middle of the street. He is completely burnt. He seems to be alive, but he's burnt. And you go up. He's wearing a costume. He does not seem to be. He doesn't seem to have like the frog physique. At least from it looks. You could tell it's a costume. You haven't opened it yet though. Also, as you're walking that way to check out the frog, you see Panda Man get blown through the wall to the side of the front door to the daycare.
And that's going about as well as I would. Okay, I'm gonna go and duplicate a pair of handcuffs on my belt and put them onto the frog guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna duplicate a second pair if I'm allowed to, and try to put them around his feet as well.
Yep.
And I would like to go ahead and remove his mask.
Yeah. So you remove his mask and you notice his skin is slightly slimy, but there's not like he seems otherwise human.
Okay. Just a nasty human. He needs a shower. All right. While he's restrained in the handcuffs and unmasked, I'm going to go and try to hoist him up and walk him down over to the front of the building and put him down there. I'm going to look up to Jack and see what his scenario is.
Yep. Okay, so Jack, you're just trying to get out of this gauntlet right now, right? All right. Let's
Trying
come.
to turn it off, stop it, something.
Okay. Jack, you're just at this point you've been climbing up. It scraped you along a wall. And it scraped you along a wall, and you got some glass that impaled you a little bit. You are mostly able to scrape off some damage, but eventually you click it off and you fall about 2 stories and fall about a block away. It was at this point I don't know, do you get out of the gauntlet? Is that what happens?
So I was trying to turn it off. So
Yeah,
it's
you just
still
turn it off.
on my
Yeah, you
hand.
just turn
It's
it off
turned
and you
off.
drop.
So I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, probably never using that thing again. And then I kind of like look up and gather where I'm at and start walking or headed towards Panda Man since he's flung out of the building.
Gotcha. Okay, so while this is happening, Panda Man, we're at you. You just got blown out of the out to the back outside of the daycare. What are you doing?
Getting up and going back in, looking for the rabbit and the walrus.
Okay.
I'm heading straight back in there. I'm grabbing 2 bricks on my way, pieces of the wall.
Okay.
I'm just got 2 bricks in my hands.
Just murder.
Well, they're gonna pay with this clay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just go back in there on a mission.
Okay.
I'm really, really mad.
You walk in and you see yet another one of those carrot bombs is getting flung at you from the top of the stairs inside the daycare, straight towards you.
I want to throw the brick down and like catch it and throw it back with my super panda like reflexes real quick, if I can.
Wait, say that again. You want to
I wanna
catch
try
it
to-
and
you
fling it
said-
back?
Yeah, I want to try to catch it and get it away from me as quickly as possible. You know,
Okay.
like drop the brick, catch it, and throw it back
Okay.
if it's possible.
Yeah. So you. Sorry, this thing is really bothering me.
Sorry.
I can't do it. Okay. You attempt to catch. You are able to catch it. However, as
Go off in
soon
my
as
hand.
you catch it, it goes off in your hand. And you just kind of like open your hand. Your hand seems like it may have broken. You're not sure, but it's extreme pain.
Okay. Darn it. Yeah. Is that my turn or?
I'll allow you to do something else because they kind of have a different timeline outside. So, yep. What would you like to do?
Where did it come from exactly?
On the
Like,
top of the
can I tell where it
stairs.
came from?
Yeah, she threw
Came
it from the top of the stairs. Yep.
All right.
It's kind of dark
Oh,
up there.
Man, I guess climb.
Did
You
I
see it-
see him? Did I see him like hold the grenade?
Yeah,
for all
you
the
see this.
person
You were
involved?
just sitting down the frogman at the stairs when you see this happen. I would also
So
like to
I
note.
want to take his turn, but what I would do as a reaction is I would try to toss him a grenade off of my belt.
Okay.
Obviously, with the pin still in it, trying to lob him one so he can try to toss it back.
Okay. Also, I'd like to note you see at this point that the walrus is running out of the back door, or the door in the back on the bottom floor. So upstairs is where she's clearly at, but you could see walrus is running out that door on the bottom floor. It's like double doors.
I see that, or
Yeah.
I see that, or
And then you
oh, I
hear,
do.
and then you do see that he's tossing you a grenade outside, and he shouts to you, I assume.
Yeah, I would call his attention.
All right. Then I want to grab it as I'm running out the hole, try to toss this thing up the staircase, and I want to try to sort of abandon the rabbit and run after the walrus. But I want to give her a parting shot by tossing a grenade up in the daycare stairwell.
It's abandoned.
Oh.
It looks abandoned.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
You toss the grenade up the stairwell and it explodes. You can't tell if it hits anything. But you continue to run down the hallway towards the walrus, and he's closed the double doors. And as you open them, you can see you're in a kitchen. At this moment, you can start to hear a fly buzzing around your ears,
Oh no!
like right near your ear.
I feel this. I guess this is a trap. um, can I still run after him, like blindingly, without paying too much attention to the fly that is probably a bigger than I'm gonna make it out to be? Like,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and Russell, are you also making chase into there as well?
I would start to head into the building.
Okay. And Jack, where are you at? You've landed. You're about not too far from the building, so I assume are you also catching up and going back there?
Yeah, I'm heading into the building. Or
Okay.
towards it at least.
do we still have? We don't have those earpieces anymore, do we?
No,
we got it.
No, I don't think you do anymore.
I don't think so.
No, we don't have those anymore. Okay.
Do you have even one?
No, I think they got wrecked
No.
during the
No, they got
fight.
destroyed.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, so you are chasing down, and you start to hear there start to be like more flies, just kind of swarming around your ears, and it starts. They're kind of they're just kind of like going into your eye, trying to get into your eye and like your ears and your nose, and it's just like. And but you see, Walrus is not. You're closing in on Walrus now in the kitchen. You can see he has his hammer like right there, and he's trying to run towards his hammer.
Oh,
It's also right next to a sandwich, but the sandwich is just a big baguette with an entire fish just on it.
What's with the fish? Oh, there's like something dead around here. All these flies and a fish sandwich. Can I slip one of those repulsors on real quick and try to shoot at his feet?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you pull out one of the repulsors and you shoot it right at his foot. It kind of sweeps his leg a little bit, and he stumbles and almost falls to his back, but not quite.
Is it somebody else's turn, or is that me?
Yeah. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna assume that it'll because you guys are all running in the same direction, probably take a turn for you to catch up to you. But Russell, when you walk into the building, you can see disheveled the white rabbit is running down the stairs towards you. She has a knife in one. She has a knife in one of her hands as well, like a dagger.
Sure, I'm going to go ahead and touch the knife on my belt and duplicate 2 throwing knives and attempt to throw them at her.
Okay.
Aiming for her legs.
She tries to dodge out of the way, but before she can leap, Avenger, what's up, man? Welcome. Before she can leap, you throw 2 knives directly into both knees, and she just falls. She falls straight forward down the stairs and just tumbles down the stairs.
I don't know why it was so hard wrangling you all up in the first place as onto her arms and legs, and kind of hint back to Jack. Can you put this one with the other one? I'm gonna go.
You're gonna tie her arms and legs. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Putting more cuffs on her. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. As you go to tie her arms and legs, she quickly puts a carrot down your back pocket, and it explodes on you, launching you into the wall. You could tell as soon as she does that, she gets hit by the blast as well and goes unconscious. But it launches you through the wall and into a little classroom next to it. Let me see here.
Right, I'm gonna stand up and brush myself off. And exploding carrots. Who has exploding carrots? And I'm gonna try to make my way back through the blown into. Yeah.
Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Okay. You're okay. So you start to make your way in. As you make your way in, Jack is now getting to that, getting into the front door area at the same time as you.
So I see, or I walk up on this rabbit lady, and she's unconscious and
Yep.
in cuffs, correct?
Unconscious,
So I
not
just
in
like,
cuffs yet.
oh, not in cuffs yet.
Yeah.
Do I see the cuffs next to her or near her?
Yes, there's cuffs on the ground.
Okay, so I go to cuff her because I heard what Hank said to me to try to get her with the frog. So I cuff her, and then I attempt to just kind of like pick her up and stretch her over to where the frog's hanging out just outside.
Okay. You pick her up, put her out, and set her on the stoop right next to next to Frogman. They're both just leaning on the stoop. At this point, we're back at Panda Man. You two, I assume, are going to join him at this point.
I was gonna say I turn my attention towards the kitchen where all the noise is coming from.
Got it. Okay, so you go to join, and Panda Man, you are now there. You just shot a blast into his knee or his leg, and he stumbled. He's basically dragging his one leg. He's trying to get to his hammer, and he's probably about 5 feet from it.
I want to pick up the heaviest thing I can reach in the room and clock him with it. Just like full force. Just
like how big and heavy, or like what's the cap? Because there's like a industrial refrigerator there.
Hey, you want to put it on the wheel? Put it on the wheel. The biggest, heaviest thing I can pick up and hit him with. Like,
we'll put it on the wheel.
Around? Is there a
we will put it on
around?
the wheel. Then
I don't care.
This is going to the wheel.
Like,
this is just the higher the number, the bigger the item that you are picking up and throwing at him.
I am very mad at this point. And well, yeah.
You pick up a microwave, a big microwave, but a microwave, and you just chuck it at his head. And you kind of knock him forward onto to the counter, and he's kind of struggling a little bit. And he's starting to reach for his hammer and to retaliate. By the way, let me make him visible here. Okay. That's what he looks like for anyone wondering what the walrus looks like. If you if you had any deep wonderings. Like a commercial microwave. Yeah. Okay. So you you throw it at him and he leans to grab the hammer. What would you like to do now?
Bum rush him and bring both my hands down on him, just like full on, just like try to knock him out. Like,
okay.
Just with the full fury of the panda, I want to jump him in the air, leave my feet, and just bring a strike down onto the top of his head, just to try to knock him clean out. Because this walrus perturbed me for too long.
So
put him in the ground.
So as epic as it sounds, you both rolled terribly. And so when Russell and Jack walk into the sprint into his aid into the kitchen, throwing open the double doors, and you see Panda Man is just on his back, the back of Walrus, just holding him like this, and the Walrus is just trying to pull him off, and it just looks like a cat fight almost.
Oh, this is zooific.
Should we get involved or let this play out? I'm looking over to Jack.
I feel like Panda Man needs a win, so let's see where he can go with this. But be ready.
It smells awful in here. I'm gonna go back and keep eye on the other two.
Oh yeah, there's a pile of fish over in the corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way back outside and wait for this to get resolved. Holler if you need me, and I'm gonna make my way back out.
I guess it's Jack's watching. I guess it's my turn again.
Yeah, Jack, would you like to do anything, or are you just watching?
I'm watching. I'm gonna stand right near the door and just let Panda Man go for it. Him and Walrus need to figure this out. I'll get involved if I need to.
I wanna break from trying to grapple the walrus, run over, spear a fish, or run over, grab one of the biggest fishes I can find, and like fish smack him across the face, just like pop, pop, pop. Try to beat him with a fish.
Okay,
Just
you
try to humiliate him.
yeah, you grab
Well, the microwave didn't work.
yeah,
so.
you grab the fish and just fish smack him. And why is this not picking up? Sorry. And while and you go to fish smack him and he just falls back to his like falls back a little bit and stumbles to his hammer. And you see his hammer starts to it's like a glass. It looks like a heavy glass on the like the hammer part. And then it's like a metal like pipe rod or something that's like the handle. It's kind of cool looking. It looks similar to like a Mjolnir like type hammer. But it's got like glass on it. And he said he got it from somewhere, but you didn't really before he told you, but you don't really know. It starts to glow a little bit, and he grabs it and is gonna swing it towards you. And when he hits you, he launches you all the way back to the back wall.
I guess the fish move didn't work. All right, I guess I'll just ride the wave to the back wall.
He's clearly hurt.
Yeah.
He's clearly very in pain right now.
So
what happens?
So I see this. Does Panda Man kind of like come up to the wall against the door where I'm just kind of standing?
Yes. He's like about next to you.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So can I like look at one of the gauntlets on my hand, the one that didn't malfunction last time, and just be like, please work this time? And like try to like point at Walrus and charge up like the repulsor blast and just like right at him.
Yeah, so you point the repulsor blast at up at the walrus, and as you release it, you just launch him through the back wall and into the street of the street behind you, behind him.
Did he take any damage, or was he just like launched backwards?
Well, it clearly was painful to him.
Okay.
At this point, you start to feel there are more and more flies kind of swarming the room. And now it's actually, you notice now, there's probably like 50 to 100 flies that are swarming around you now. Kind of getting into your eye, trying to get into your eyes. Obviously, you're wearing a mask, so you're just kind of climbing on your head and stuff like that.
Can I tell Jack, I want to grab one of Jack's hands and reach it over to one table and say, hold this, run, grab another hand. And then I want to like bounce off of him like a slingshot and catapult myself out into the street to go after the walrus. I want to use him as a human catapult.
Jack?
Yeah, let's do it.
As you had a choice, right?
Yeah.
Totally had a choice.
I mean, kind of not, you know. I was just kind of like, hold this.
Once he ran into me and it's just like, hold this, do this. It's like, I don't really have a choice.
Jack is just like, he's a tool just being used for each. He walks here. Hey, do this for me.
I'm worried about the flies. I want to get out of there quickly. And I want to get some, get propelled as quickly as I can into the walrus.
You propel him, but as you propel him, you get like, there are just flies on flies starting to swarm and get your eyes. You can barely see where you're going. And so you kind of tumble outside a little kind of haphazardly, and it hurts a little bit because you kind of get rolled around. And not that much. This one. Okay. And you as you fly outside, you're on the ground about to get up, and you hear like like loud rumbling.
Look around for the source of it. simultaneously looking around for the source of it and looking around for the walrus at the same time. I want to like assess my situation.
You look around for it, and you see turning the corner, or like starting to turn the corner and run away from you, is walrus slumped over a legitimate literal hippopotamus like running down the street.
He's riding a legit hippo.
He is like laying over it, like almost unconscious and just getting carried away. You know what's funny? I promise you this all has a legitimate explanation. I'm not just making shit up.
I believe it. I mean,
He's
it's quite. Where do you hide a hippo? That's crazy.
and he's just running. It's just running full speed, which they can go pretty fast, like 30 miles per hour down the freaking street. And just like it scares a car that turns a corner, and it just keeps running, and it just like runs down, runs away.
Does Goose see it? Like,
he does not see it. So you kind of walk through. He's still in the kitchen with you guys, or he's out. He's in the front. So you guys are in the back on the street on the other side.
Oh, gotcha. I just kind of want to sit down at this point. You know, just like just get the flies off me.
The flies actually, oddly enough, all go away very quickly.
Yeah. I want to look back into the hole in the wall, like where Jack is, and look back down the street, and just sort of like.
You were the only one that saw it. You were the only one that saw it.
I was the only one that saw it.
Yes, you were the only one that saw it.
Like, when they yell back, Jack, get out here! There's a hippo. There's a hippo. Look, there's a. Going to sit down and sulk and like really look like a panda, just all wide and sitting there dejected. Just like pull some pennies out of my pocket, stick some pennies in my mouth. I'm like just dejected. I'm not chasing no hippo. Yeah.
So with yet another surprisingly elusive escape from the walrus, you and apparently he has more allies than you were aware of. You guys have now successfully captured 2 of these villains. You know that, and that's a reward in itself. Unsure of exactly how many more there are, but you have captured 2 of these villains, and we'll get to see next episode exactly what they know, and maybe we'll get some information and figure out a little bit more behind this mystery. But that is it for today. So thank you guys for coming today. And Russell, welcome to the Alpha Squad. I really appreciate that you're here, man. Yeah. And thank you for Landon and Jason as well, just for being here and being awesome as always. I do want to say, if you haven't followed Landon at Boulder Doobies over here on Twitch, make sure you do that. Boulder Doobies, like Doobies. If you want to, you can drop a link if you want. And also follow Jason at Polyhedral Paradise over on YouTube. Also, if you want to drop a link both of you can drop it in the chat. Russell, do you have anything else to plug? I mean, I know you're very involved over at Polyhedral Paradise, but is there anything else that you do?
Yeah, just plugging Polyhedral Paradise again. Yep.
And also, Russell is also the one that is responsible for my dope new logo and a lot of other great changes to the channel. So Russell's been helping me out a ton. I know he's helped Jason out a ton. So
Russell does fantastic work. Yeah. He's a huge help, and he's check Russell out. Is going to be we're working on, if I can plug it, we're working on something together called Beat Bobby Slay. It's a PvP competition for a D&D player versus player competition. We're going to be launching that soon, and Russell has been integral in developing that with us. So he's as much part of Polyhedral Paradise as I am. So he's a great person to get a hold of for anything you may need for AV work, or like you did with you for your logo and stuff.
Yeah.
He does graphic videos. Yep, graphic stuff. So
And thank you again for that. And Landon, do you have anything else going on your channel? Any schedule? I know you've been working out a new schedule. Has that kind of been solidified yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna try Jackpot Games again this Saturday, and then Sunday I'll be streaming again some random topic as usual.
Sweet.
Check out my Twitter for that. Same as my handle on Twitch.
I can't this week, but I'd love to get back on that sometime. It's been quite a while, so we'll have to figure out another good time to do that. Anyway, with that, that is it for today. So I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to try something new today that I haven't been able to do almost ever, and I want to try to raid somebody. This is something I thought might be cool to start doing. If anyone wants to hang out, you're welcome to do that. And basically, I just want to like start seeing if there are other people on Twitch that like smaller streamers that might be out. I found some cool people, and I figured maybe just spread love, hop into somebody, give them a follow, and just check them out. So I am gonna try to raid a channel. If you want to bear with me, just say hi. If you could stick around for them and check them out, then go for it. If not, no worries. Just thought it'd be something cool to kind of start doing in the future. So I see one that I found yesterday. So I want to kind of check them out. They have only one viewer right now, so let's give them some love and say hi to them on your way in. And I'm just gonna leave with the raid here. So thank you guys again for being part of the Burk the Nerd